Welcome to the Erik and Zach Show. Pete Finch, before we get started, after we've already started, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't have piles. I'm relieved to report.
What just happened? We were getting ready, and then you just walked away.
Well, I'm in a bit of a daze after such a long day.
Yeah.
And I actually just had a bath, by the way. Like the first bath I've had.
You took a bath?
I took a bath. First bath in like 64 years. And then just put some clothes on, and I had these shorts on last night. And as I was getting dressed, obviously wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I just sat down then. I thought, this feels a bit weird. Feels like I've got something around my derriere. And last night's boxers were still in there.
They were just hanging.
They were just sat quite snugly in the seam of the shorts.
You know what's super weird about this story is that
Quite a bit, really.
I sat on a shirt this week. I put it in between my butt and the seat.
Oh,
because I wanted a more comfortable seat.
it must be a thick shirt.
It was a t-shirt.
Silk.
It was we were cycling.
Oh, right, okay.
And it was just, I don't think I've ever sat on and you sat on another pair of, it's kind of funny because it's like sitting on clothes in a bad way.
Well, yeah, you don't usually kind of sit on clothes in that manner. This is a golf podcast, right? This could go in a very different way.
This is a golf podcast.
What are the most unusual clothes to sit on that you don't usually sit on?
Well, here's the thing. I had a ferret when I was a kid.
Okay, again, another random turn I wasn't expecting.
Yeah. We're just going to take the golf out of Random Golf Club.
Absolutely no issue.
Random Club.
I love ferrets.
Random Club. And you do?
Yeah, I absolutely love ferrets.
That's not a common sentiment.
No, they're a much maligned animal, I think.
Underrated?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Admittedly, in large groups, they smell quite bad. But
they smell so bad.
But when they're on their own, they're cute. It's like rats. Rats, when you get them on their own, great. Get them together, you get the plague. But on their own, they're nice.
Yeah. So I had one, and it was cute, and but it slept on a its bed. It had a bed,
Okay.
but it didn't like that bed. It had a name too. It was named Marley, after who I believed. I smoked so much weed when I was younger. I believed, because of some research that I had done, that I was the reincarnation of Bob Marley. This is true. And
was this ferret real? Did you actually have a ferret? What did Marley say to you? What did Marley tell you to do? That's what I want to know.
Well, Marley just told me to smoke as much weed as possible.
Just keep going
indoors. And
if you stop, I will leave.
Yeah, Marley. I think I thought Marley liked weed as much as me.
Okay.
I don't think she cared.
No,
she didn't.
As far as I'm aware, ferrets probably aren't that way inclined.
I don't think they have that gene.
Pretty right wing, I think, actually.
But conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ironic, because she was liberal in,
so many other ways. What is this going? What are you talking about? What? My ferret was so liberal in so many ways.
Yeah. Well, here's the one reason why she was very liberal. I bought her a house. She wanted to sleep on a pile of clothes. That's the story.
Okay.
That's all I've got tonight.
Okay, that's cool.
She wanted to sleep on a pile of clothes, and so I leaned into that, and I stopped doing laundry. So because I think part of it is that since they smell so bad, they wanted the clothes I think she liked the negative smell, the not nice smell.
Drawn to the smelly pile of clothes.
So I had a pile of clothes, big, very long, just a mound. It was feet tall, multiple feet.
That's strong.
Because also ferrets like to what? Ferret. That's a verb. Also.
Well, there you go.
When
you talk about it like that,
I don't know. If you say something with enough confidence, people will believe it.
I believed you. I'm there. I'm visualizing this mountain of clothes and just a ferret diving in and out of it.
We're checking on whether ferret is a verb. I believe it is. To ferret. You ferret it out.
Yeah, you ferret around.
Yeah, you ferret around. She was kind of a ferret. It means that she was liberal.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
So anyway, the pile of laundry was so big that she could dig into it.
Dive in. It sounds actually quite fun. It's like those big piles of leaves that you see dogs dive into.
It was
just
leaves.
like that. Yeah.
Do we have a We have an answer on the. Is it a verb?
It's a verb.
It is a verb.
There we go.
You know,
With ferrets, typically for rabbits. Second definition: rummage about in a place or container in search of something.
she was in search of her own. she was in search of herself.
She might be in search of clean clothes. It's like, Erik, you stink, man. I'm gonna find something in here you can wear.
She's like, what kind of torture is this? She was like, at least. All right, we're 5.5 minutes in. We have to talk about golf for hardcore right now.
Okay.
Hardcore golf. What's
ready.
up with golf?
What's up with golf?
Yeah, you go. Your turn.
Is that like
Hot potato.
Is that more of like
a hot
is that more
take.
of like a West Coast question? It's like what is up with golf, or like what's up with golf? Like I don't know which inflection are we talking about? Like the problems that we're facing,
Whoa.
or the
It's too late for problems.
Okay.
I could do that in the morning. I could do that tomorrow with you.
Okay.
No, it's like, what's up with golf? Like, what does that mean? What's up with golf? Like it means like, what's up with that? Like, how's that? Like, tell me about it.
Okay.
As it pretend I don't know golf.
You don't know golf. Okay. Holy crap.
We've never tried this before.
Well, it was a game invented many years ago.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I
maybe
thought we were going deep.
Do you want to do that?
No, not really.
You don't want to do that. I can
Um,
feel you weren't in.
Yeah.
What's up with golf? Meaning like, just like, what's up? Like, why are you into it?
Oh, why am I into it?
You're into golf.
Oh, it's the pain. That's what I like. I like the pain of it. I like to be on that fairway, slicing into the trees for no reason.
It hurts.
It stings.
Physical or otherwise?
Well,
Spiritual?
definitely sometimes physical,
Yeah.
but mostly emotionally and spiritually, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can leave a golf course incredibly happy and thinking you've got a handle of things. Those are the very rare occasions. But mostly you just leave a golf course wondering why you're there.
Yeah.
And you're still wondering that the next day when you go back.
How many golfers are you? How many? Does that make sense?
How many golfers are you?
Describe all of the Peter Finches in golf.
Certainly when I was younger, I was a bit angry. Then I mellowed out and became more competitive. And then I mellowed out a little bit more to the point now where I don't generally give a shit.
Really?
But yeah, I mean, within reason. If I'm playing in a comp, I really want to play well. And if I don't, I'm disappointed.
And you do play well. If you're trying, what do you end up around? You're like low.
Yeah, when I'm playing all right, I'm like
You're shooting par.
level to under. Yeah. Level to under, 3-4 under, playing decent. Like the next step for me is when I'm playing in comps is to go that extra bit. You know, the lowest I've been in the comp was 6 under, I think. 6 or 5.
And this is 6 under on 7,000 plus yards.
Yeah, decent track. I think my lowest round was a 64, and that was on quite a short course, but it's one of those that you look at the card, you think, oh, that's not difficult, and then you get there and the trees are growing over. It's like a 2-yard wide fairway.
Yeah,
there's fucking attack dogs.
All the greens are popped up.
Yeah. So I was particularly proud of that. But yeah, it's taking that next level. I mean, at the moment, I'm not. I'm just chopping it everywhere. But it started this season.
It's all relative, though. You chopping it everywhere is people's dream.
No, not today.
No?
I was chopping it everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. And I was fatting it.
Was Danny?
And no one hits good fat
When you
shots.
say fatting it, what are you talking about?
Like hitting behind the ball, hitting
I'm aware
big
of that,
ball
but I
before
mean
the ball.
8 iron. How short are you coming up?
Oh, well, it's normally just last few days it's been 5 iron and above.
Okay.
So the longer irons.
Oh.
But around the courses we've been
That's
playing,
even worse.
you kind of need those clubs.
You do.
And the problem is the fairways. The fairways over here are so tight.
Yeah.
And I've just been used to hitting off a mat for 3 months. So you come over here and you're like, that looks tight.
So you're hitting 5 iron. So 5 irons just.
Yeah, I mean 5 iron for me is normally 195,
Yeah,
and it's just dropping out 160. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
sure. And guess
Did
what? In
Danny
Dubai,
Willett say
there's
anything?
water everywhere.
You played with Danny Willett.
Yeah.
Did he say anything? Was he embarrassed
Embarrassed
for
for
you?
me.
Was he like, oh man, you're making England look bad?
You could tell. I mean, there was obviously social distancing, but he wanted to put his arm around me. You could tell. Just give me just draw me close and give me a hug.
My tooth just hit the mic. That's the first time that's ever happened.
Nah, it was fine. He was great actually, Danny, today. With me, with the amateurs, absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best people I play with in the pro.
Really?
100%. Well, he was there and he was reading all the putts. He just had a lot of time for everybody. And sometimes, not always, but pros are kind of in their own little zone and they walk off and not that bothered with interacting.
Yeah.
But no, Danny he was on it. It was great. It's really good.
So obviously we're in Dubai. Not obviously, but in case you're wondering where we are. If you're listening to the podcast, you can check it out on YouTube. It's about probably 8:20 p.m. in Dubai, and show me the. It's got a nice little C.
It's actually 8:32.
8:32.
Yep,
it's flying by.
Yeah, it tells the minutes as well. This thing.
I said to P, they gave him an Omega at the event here, and I said, "Do you like this watch?" And you said, "Yeah." Every time I looked at it, it's told me the right time.
Yeah, 100% record so far. It's pretty incredible.
That's the reliability.
All I want in my life is some consistency.
Yeah,
and I feel that this gives it.
Do you wear it when you play golf?
Yeah, I wore it today actually.
Really?
I never normally wear a watch.
Oh,
like to be fair, I had like an Apple Watch for ages, or an iWatch, but this is like the first time I've consistently worn a watch for ages. Well, I've got this Whoop on my other wrist.
Yeah, so you like the Whoop?
Yeah, I like the Whoop. It just feels like it might have a bit too much on my wrists.
Yeah, but it's also balanced.
I don't know. It's just
you like
a bit too much. I just like being quite, I don't like a lot on my arms.
Yeah.
Or never have done.
I like the Whoop though. How long have you been wearing it?
About 6 months now.
Okay.
It's quite good actually, because I was wearing it, I was using it, and then I got a partnership deal with them.
Yeah.
And that's the best ever. Like if you like a product and then they come on board.
Authentic.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because you're like, it's kind of like finding out your girlfriend's like a princess.
But I already knew that.
Yeah. Aww.
She's not. She's a fucking nightmare.
Whoa.
No, cut that out. Cut that out. That's not true. That's not true.
That's awesome.
That really isn't true.
That's great.
I was trying to make that sound of music.
See, I would probably, if I was maybe in the morning I would have been like, I don't know. I could have gone with you there. For some reason I feel bad.
Yeah, and it's completely untrue.
Because I said, whoa.
Yeah.
I think I'm afraid of women.
Rightly so.
Pete, I think that's my thing.
They're the most dangerous of the species.
Yeah, is that true? Are they? They're not a species.
Oh, they are a separate species. Come on, let's face it. I know, like genetically, that's completely wrong, but they are. Let's face it. They rule the world. They control everything.
Yeah,
really deep down, they do.
Let's talk more about science.
Okay, let's go deep.
Science of golf. Go.
Well, you see, it depends if you fall into golf is a science or golf is an art form. And as always, it's probably a blend of the two. I like to think it's more of an art form because it takes less thought and more imagination.
I like that.
But I've been actually on like a random. I've been going to see a coach who's super scientific.
Okay.
And that kind of balances me out. Because the fact is, if you go see someone who knows the intricacies of like a golf swing and all the data, you learn more.
Yeah.
And once you learn more, then you can be more artistic.
Yeah.
You just actually know why you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's like being armed with the rules, then you can create past those.
Yeah, 100%. And I think with golf's a bit weird because, like, you can say that, let's say, if it is more of an art form, if you're not presented with the rules, then you're nothing to constrain you. So that's
right.
Some of the best artists in the world, don't follow the rules. That's the whole point. But within golf, there are certain things within the golf swing that you need to do, and if you don't do, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So it's finding that balance.
It's funny. Well, I want to talk about a lot of things, but first, I feel like we need to just do like a basic, like, for those of you listening, Peter Finch's work is encapsulated with just very personable golf content that I enjoy. Made up primarily YouTube, course vlogs, and we're down here basically doing the same job. Sort of bringing eyes to a tournament.
Yeah.
And no one can see the video we made. Well, I was on your podcast, but when we met, it was at Trump Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, I took that video down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took it down.
Was it something to do with him who must not be named?
Yeah, I mean, he has been named. His Twitter account was removed, so we can't add him. But we made this video from Trump Aberdeen, and this is now 3 years ago or so. And you came out, and we played. It was the first time meeting.
Yeah.
And we had dinner, and it was a great video. We played with the the guy from the fish.
Oh, the fish and chip shop.
The fish fry, yeah. Maury. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was along those lines.
But I know the name of his fish market, Geary's Fish Market.
Oh, you went there on the way to your next stop, didn't you?
Yeah, he let us fry fish. We made our own fish and chips.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah, and he was our caddy at Trump Aberdeen. Anyway, the point is, I had to take the video down because in it we were talking about how this is not supposed to be a political video, and because mostly I felt like any people that weren't a fan of Donald Trump, such as myself, were going to feel like, why am I going to this place?
Yeah.
So I made this whole dialogue in the beginning about how this was just a golf course and that's all I was doing, and it just erupted with all of this people saying, well, you already made it political by doing this and that, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I just can't win, so no more video.
Okay.
I was like, it's not supposed to be a place for, nothing I ever want to do is supposed to be a place for just kind of that kind of hate. It was like a heated argument.
It's a hard thing, though, because certainly from my point of view and stuff that I've done in the past, I'm quite politically minded. I like to join in the discussion. But I think with certainly my channels, and I've tried to cut everything out of it political now, because a lot of people, certainly on Twitter and other social medias, they get enough of that stuff, and generally they're going to be watching my content, your content, to kind of get away from it. They want to switch off from that. They don't want to hear about it anymore. They just want a bit of a release, and watching golf is a fantastic way to do that. So I kind of made the decision kind of middle of last year, just similar really. Anything that's going to get too political, I'll just leave it out. It's a little bit tough though. Certainly with Trump Aberdeen. I mean, yes. I mean, what I don't know what the language is.
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
I mean, what a bell end that man is.
Bell end. That's if you're American. Do you know what that means, guys? Bell end. It's a visual. It's a bell. Imagine a thing with a bell on the end of it. You see what I'm doing? A thing with a bell on the end.
They're so young. They're innocent. Don't corrupt them.
It's Did you get it? It's the end of the piece. It's the tip.
But it's a shame.
You're saying Trump's a dick?
I would never say such a thing. I don't get political. But
I would say that's a kind representation of the man.
Yeah, true. But it's a real shame because that golf course is incredible.
It's cracking.
It's
your favorite course.
Well, every hole. The thing is, it's not now because of him.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the issue. Because
whoa.
It's when you get. It's where do you draw that line? Because at the end of the day, you can say, you know what, I'm going to go play Trump Aberdeen, for example. I'm not going to get political. I'm just going for the golf course. But at the end of the day, if you go to that golf course, are you then supporting that organisation? Now, I always used to think, well, no. Who you're supporting there are the people who work there, and that kind of a local economy. That's really who the focus is. But some people don't see it that way. And I think for me, it's kind of corrupted my view of it a little bit, whether that's right or wrong. So it's a real shame. And in all fairness, it's not the end of the world because it just means I've got to go play more in Scotland and find a new favourite course.
Yeah. It's a good. I don't think I feel quite as strongly, or did even as strongly. I mean, did you do about the course? I have a problem liking any course that's new. I mean, loving any course that's new. Yeah. Golf has such a opportunity, and maybe it's easier for you because most of the courses near you are older. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of super old courses in some places of the world. But anyway, I don't know the ghosts, the golf ghosts.
I mean, any golf course, I'm very similar. I mean, the golf courses I tend to like the most are the historic ones because of the stories. Yeah. I can't remember. Kind of last time I was up at St Andrews, there's a bunker on. Oh God, I forget because all the bunkers at St Andrews have all got names, and one of them was called Brazil.
Whoa!
Have you heard this one?
No, I haven't.
So again, I heard this in the pub, so this is a bit of a garbled version of this story, but I've got the gist of it. So there's a guy, back in the 19th century, who stumbled out of one of the clubhouses on the side of the old course.
So just to be clear, there's many golf clubs that use the old course as a course.
Yeah.
It's not just one club.
Yeah, so when you see that famous shot of him teeing off on the 18th, most of the buildings on the right-hand side, they're golf clubs.
Other golf clubs. That use this public golf course.
Yeah. And back in the day, one of the lads stumbled out of there, and he was saying, he said, "Oh, Barry, where are you going? Don't go out. It's cold out there." He said, "No, I'm going. I'm leaving." He said, "All right, where are you going?" He said, "Oh, I'm going to Brazil." And all the lads were like, "Right, okay." Anyway, just stumbled off into the night. Well, they found him the next morning in a bunker, which is now called Brazil.
I love that.
And that's great.
Brazil.
And those are the type of stories that I love. Just like those random little bits of history that have just been kind of created, well, obviously, over time. And that's the stories that you get from those old courses, which are great.
Yeah, and if as a storyteller, right, as you are, as I am, as everybody is, right, you go to Trump Aberdeen, and the story you're telling is just more and more a story of, and even in a mild way, it's a story of corporate dominance. It's a story of moving massive amounts of earth in sort of an unsustainable and unrealistic way. It's a story of, I don't even know. It's a story that doesn't resonate in the deeper way that when you go to even Panmure. You go to Panmure and you're like, this course is
pure.
It's also
Panmure.
just like basic as fuck.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing going on at Panmure. But when Ben Hogan said, "This is my favorite golf course," you're like, all right, well, let's look. Why? It's a little bit more curious.
Yeah, 100%. And I think it is. I think it's so hard. It's hard to play someone like that and just separate it for what it is.
Yeah.
And that's the tricky thing. And I'm not saying we're right for kind of holding an opinion on that. We might be completely in the wrong, but it doesn't feel like we are.
I would assume I'm in the wrong.
Yeah,
I usually do.
Yeah. I don't think you are personally, but
I agree.
Most of the time.
I disagree with you.
Okay, interesting.
But when you think about give me a second here. Let's think about this. It's been a long day.
It's been
You and I both played in Pro-Ams.
Yep.
You played with the Masters champion Danny Willett. I played with the U.S. Open champion Graham McDowell. Pretty chill Wednesday.
Yeah.
Pretty chill.
Just usual Wednesday, really.
Just just making it happen.
Yeah, just rolled into it.
You played golf for the first time when you were.
Oh God. To be fair, I've always hit a few shots when I was a kid, but
what is a kid?
Oh, like 8, 9 type of thing. But okay. I never actually started properly playing, so I joined a club until I was like 13, 14.
You joined a club when you were 13?
Yeah, so it's quite late, really. I was always more interested in football, soccer. And I was okay at it. I was like pretty decent for my age.
Yeah.
And then played golf, played football, played more golf, and it got to the point where I basically had to choose.
Right.
It was one of the two. I got injured playing football, actually, and I missed.
What did you hurt?
My back. And it's just like...
From carrying the team?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It's just one of those really annoying ones. I just literally reached out, the ball coming out there, reached up to control on my foot. So innocuous.
Whoa.
And just my lower back on my right side just went. It's and the problem is with football, if you hurt your arm, for example, you can kind of get around that. It's fine.
Yeah.
In golf, if you hurt your back, you just can't get around it.
It's the central figure.
It's impossible to almost protect. So when I did that, I realized actually I was missing golf more than I was football.
Whoa.
And golf's such a different sport as well than a team game because you've no one else to blame. When you play golf, it's just you. You're the only one responsible, and that's good.
You could look into blaming the greenskeeper.
Oh yeah, I mean,
or the architect.
Tap spike marks down, and
if you find a caddy, you could blame them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I swap my clubs a lot. Blame them a lot.
You could blame really. I mean, I agree with you, but I just want to let you know there's a lot of things you could blame.
Yeah, but I always know the truth.
You could blame your parents.
There's always that voice deep down that's telling me.
Yeah. So
birthing me.
I've done it.
I'm on a ship.
I didn't want to be here. It's like, did you ever see Clerks? I'm not a ship.
I'm gonna send this one out into the waters.
Didn't the Titanic set sail from right where you live? Near you?
It's from Dublin, I think.
Oh shit. Northern Ireland. It was Belfast.
It was Belfast.
Fuck.
I don't know a lot about the Titanic.
I offended like a lot of people right there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about it. It was a big boat. Sank.
True. Great.
The end.
Great documentary about it.
If you've not seen the film, I've saved you 2.5 hours there.
Yeah.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
It's crazy that's where that came from. That seems like such an older quote.
Yeah.
What's your favorite golf quote?
Favorite golf quote? Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know what it is. I've got it in my head.
What, mine?
You go. I'm going to say what I think it is.
Well, okay.
No, you say what yours is. I'm going to say if I think I got it, just for the record. I think it's played as a lie. Did you see what I said?
No, I didn't.
All right. I've got it recorded in here.
Oh, I tell you, I think.
What's your favorite golf quote?
I think probably my favorite is golf is not a game of perfect.
Fuck.
I think that's just an amazing analogy of everything. Why? What was the one?
Play it as it lies.
Play it as it lies. Nah, I don't do that anyway.
Nah, fuck that rule.
That's
that's a rule 17B actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, I found out after creating rule 17B, which was laugh at the bad shots.
See, just rules book. See, I go to page 2.
Yeah,
and I kind of didn't go on from there.
So it's your quote is
golf is not a game of perfect.
Yeah, I like that.
Which is a Bob Rotella book, basically.
Great mental game author.
Yeah. There's loads of books that actually I do need to reread. Golf quote. You kind of stumped me there a little bit. That was the first one that came to mind, but maybe I need to up my knowledge on golf literature a little bit.
How about this? What are you going to title your autobiography?
Didn't see this coming.
That's the title?
Why are you reading this? How bored are you?
Oh my god!
Be something like that.
I asked Lee Westwood today, what's the title of your autobiography? You know what he said?
Go on.
Could have done a lot better.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh wow,
dude, you're like a legend. You're one of the best golfers in the world.
It's obviously got some deep personal issues there. You should have dived in a little bit deeper to that.
Well, and then he got called out.
Oh, right.
They were like, interview over, and I was like, did I just hit a flag? I didn't even mean to do anything.
And he just walked off with his head down.
Yeah, he didn't even say goodbye. He actually took them. No, anyway. He took his toys and left.
Oh. Poor Lee, I'm going to go put an arm around it. Well, socially distanced on.
Lee's a legend.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a bit of a special affinity for English golfers? Because they're not a lot of English golfers.
No, not really. I think, yeah, you're always supporting your kind of hometown team, and then extension of that, someone from your county, extension of that, someone from your nation, and I think that's just it's kind of a natural thing, really.
Yeah,
but I mean,
paisano,
paisano,
Italian for countryman.
Oh, is it really?
Paisano.
Oh. God, this is just like an education down here this evening.
Like,
I wasn't expecting. I should have brought a notebook with me.
It's okay. I've been recording this.
There you go. All right. There you go. That's the name of my autobiography, by the way. I've changed it.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm recording. Is the red light on?
Yeah, I think so. But I'm not. I'm not really. I always think I was born a little bit more in the wrong country. Anyway. I wish I was born in Scotland. That's
whoa.
I know he's part of the United.
Whoa, dude!
I know he's part of the United Kingdom.
A laser just showed up on your forehead. I think Ian Poulter's going to kill you.
No, I love it up there. That's where that's where I feel probably most at home.
So when you watch Braveheart, is it hard for you?
Yeah, I hate myself, man. But the thing is, in most films, English people are the bad guys. In historical dramas.
Yeah.
Because we weren't the nicest kind of back then.
Right.
We just had the quickest ships.
Yeah.
That's basically...
You guys were fast.
Yeah, fast in, out. shake it all about.
Yeah. What else about English history? I'm just trying. I'm just trying anything.
What else about English history? Well, I mean, the British Empire, biggest empire the world's ever seen. I'm pretty sure in saying.
Is that true?
Yeah. But that's just
What happened?
Well, actually, the people in the countries we kind of occupied turned around and said, we don't actually like you that much.
Mutiny.
Can you leave?
Fuck off.
And then most of the time we said no.
Yeah.
And then they said, well, we must insist, and had a general scuffle, and then promptly left.
Oh, right, because some people left Britain and came and made America.
Yeah, basically.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Christopher Columbus was a British guy.
No, he was Spanish, I want to say. Yeah.
Christopher.
Yeah.
That's Italian again.
I think he was a bit of a douche as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Because he set off to find... Because he didn't set off to find America, did he? He set off to find somewhere else.
I thought he was just pissed.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm fucking out.
Took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
Which is easy to do in the ocean.
Yeah. Well.
Didn't the Vikings discover America, though? Isn't there a bit of historical evidence that happened?
We should just figure this out without any research.
Okay.
Let's just think.
I'm going to say Vikings discovered it.
You go Vikings?
Yeah, why not? Well, actually, no. I'm going to say that Native Americans actually discovered it, but hey.
Whoa. By the way, how did they get there? I always wonder that. I'm like, how did they get there?
They came from England.
But like, that doesn't seem likely. How did they get there, dude? That's what I don't get.
Well, listen, how does anyone get to be anywhere?
No, but I mean, like, they had to. Was this Pangea? See, this is where I start to like feel like I need to take a class.
Yeah. What was it? There's a lot of land bridges like back in the day, weren't there?
How much have you invested in your golf swing?
Financially?
Yeah. Do you think you could calculate that number?
Yeah, and it's not a great deal.
What is it? Really? You have a great swing.
I'm just naturally a very talented athlete. No, to be honest, I've always been since I was young, so like 13. I've always been in and around golf clubs. I've always been like reading magazines, picking up tips. Like I had a few lessons when I was a kid, but they were like, I don't know, 10 quid a pop. It wasn't a lot. And then I turned assistant pro. Then the pros gave me lessons, and then it just went from there. I think in the last 10 years, I've spent probably some total of £0 on my golf.
No dollars.
No
nothing. Pounds.
Nothing. And now
I'm not buying it.
And now it's great making videos.
Yeah.
Because like I can go to coaches, like coaches I really like and respect and who know more than me, and say, do you want to make a video about it?
Yeah.
And normally they're on board. I mean, how amazing is that? You can go to an amazing coach,
right,
and say, can you please teach me how to not be crap? And they go, okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
When you said that your former job was not anything to do with sport.
No. Well, it was weird. I'd done PJ, so I qualified as a pro, and I was working at a golf club, which was fine, but it was an old private members club, and the average age there was like 75, and
wow.
And I was working very much. That's not entirely accurate.
Sure,
but you
sure.
get my gist. The best selling items was a crested jumper and a shop.
Yeah. Oh, the wheelchair replacement.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Exactly. Yeah.
Bearings.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Kicked off, there weren't any hire trolleys available, and I just knew that kind of wasn't the environment I wanted to be in. But I was also very aware that I'd not done really anything outside of golf. So I'd been writing stuff for golf magazines, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to just give journalism a go. So like trained up for a year, did my quals in that, and then was a daily newspaper journalist for 2 and a bit years.
And what was the main subject matter?
Anything but sport.
Really?
Like if you're a newspaper journalist, especially, and you work in sport, like those jobs are like, they're dragon eggs, and dragons aren't going to get up off them. Like they're protected.
Right.
Like once you're a sports journalist, you've got it made, really.
Right.
Because you get to write about sport all day. It's perfect.
And it's a job that's never really going to go away because sports are always going to be happening.
Exactly. So I went into that hoping to do that, but then just ended up doing like general news, so politics, education, crime, everything really. Anything away from sport.
What was your favorite subject typically to write about?
I really enjoyed. I liked reporting on crime because it was quite interesting. Got to go to court, find out all these stories. Human interest pieces were interesting with some of the people that you got to meet. I mean, some people were just absolute nutters, but it was probably it was definitely the most stressful few years of my life, but it probably did more to form my kind of personality now.
In what way?
Just to understand like how kind of lucky I am to be in golf compared to what else is out there. Because like there's a lot of assistant pros and pros who kind of in a pro shop and they're not happy and they moan quite a bit, but that's all the environment they've ever known. Like they've only ever been involved in golf. They've never actually gone outside and done anything different. And I think certainly for an assistant pro, I think it's important to do something different to get like just a modicum of kind of just a sense of what else is out there.
Yeah.
And like I left there and went back to golf. And I can tell, I've never actually told this story before. I can tell you exactly the moment that I came back into golf. I'll just think about it now. It was just before Christmas, and I was working out of a kind of solitary office. I've been there for about a year, down in the countryside of South Shropshire. It covered like a massive patch, but there was nothing ever going on. And I was feeling a bit down anyway, and they got a call, said, we need you to go to a farm. And when someone dies, they basically want you to go around to the house and doorstep them and get the story.
Doorstep them.
Yeah, talk about your loved one, and get the story. It's not nice, but it's done. Happens all the time. So they sent me out to this farm, and there was this kid, like 20-year-old kid, back from uni for just the holidays, Christmas holidays. He was working on a grain silo, and he fell through the roof of the grain silo that he was repairing, and basically drowned in the grain, suffocated, while the family was in the house, like not knowing what was going on. So drove up to this farm, and it was snowing, it was grey, it was bleak. I pulled up into the farmyard, this like dog was just like there, like came up to the car really sad. It was just wet outside. All the lights were on the house. Family were obviously home. I just knocked on the door. No one answered. And I was just like, what am I doing here? Like, what is this? Like, this is not what I want to be doing. Like, it's just crap. So I just got into the car, just went back and quit, and then just got a job at a local range. Just couldn't, just terrible.
You went straight to the driving range?
Handed me notice in kind of like a couple of weeks, and then contacted my old pro from previous job, and he was working at a range, and he just gave me a coaching job, and then moved back up to that was all right, but then moved back up to Manchester, started working with Rick and that lot, and then started doing YouTube. Bish bash bosh. Here we are sat in Dubai.
That moment means a lot to you.
Yeah, it's just very vivid. Like one of those moments you're like, yeah, I can recall every single detail of that courtyard. Just every single detail. Call of the woods, the sky, the dog, the house, silo that the kid fell through, everything. Just there.
Why do you think that is?
It's just a moment. It's quite an emotional thing anyway. You know you're about to speak to a family who just lost a kid. And you're like, well, I don't want to be there. So you're obviously in some kind of panic mode. So you start taking everything in. And then it was just that thing of what am I doing here? Like, just what am I doing here? This environment, this position right now. Like, what am I doing? This is just stupid. So it's imprinted on my memory.
Sounds beautiful.
Life-changing in many ways. It's obviously a tragic event, and for them that's something that they'll never forget, and they're obviously going to be much more affected by it than I was. But never got to speak to them, but that little moment, just completely changed direction in what I was trying to do. I didn't have any kind of grand plans, but I just knew that was just, I needed to get away from that.
But what's really interesting is what if that hadn't happened? Like the interconnectedness, potentially, you never know.
Interesting.
Maybe you could have gotten a slightly different story that could have blown up.
Yeah, potentially.
And then you could have a whole different career, and you could be like, I really would love to get some time to go play golf, but I'm just so busy now.
Be a haggard journo, smoking 40 a day.
40. That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think journos have a long life expectancy, to be honest. It's a
No.
bit too stressful.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot. So, but I just think it's really beautiful in that way. Like there's an effect that they're not aware of. I wonder if we went back and told them that.
No, but that wouldn't be my place.
But I don't know. They might be like, wow, that's so nice to hear. I don't know.
Yeah, but from my perspective, and definitely their perspective, I mean, I wish that had never happened. I'm sure they wish that had never happened as well.
That their son had died.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd take being miserable and them still having the kid.
No, it's not that. I just mean like, I want you to know that your life has had an effect on me. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe it's a terrible idea.
Yeah. I do.
I'm not saying you should go.
I do know what you mean.
I've got them on the phone, and I want you to tell them.
God.
No, I just think it's interesting. I mean, really, because the way I look at life is so many negative things can create so many positive things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's up to us.
And it's that different. You know, at that point, it's just an inflection point where the two. Obviously, it's weird because there's two different stories there. You know, taking an outward view of it, two different stories there that collide and going in separate directions. Just a glancing blow, but set me off in a completely different way.
Yeah. You know any good golf jokes?
Golf jokes.
Sorry, I had to.
It's still got very, very serious.
You and Rick Shields met when? What was that day?
That's when I moved back up to Manchester. So
on that range.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, I tell a complete lie. Me, Rick, Andy Carter, and Sam Meller, who's working at the range, we all went to college together.
Okay.
So went to college together, and then all went our separate ways. But then came back to Manchester, and he was coaching at Trafford Golf Centre. So was Andy, and it was one of those things where it was an exceptionally busy range coaching, and just who you know, not what you know.
Yeah.
They basically put a good word in, got the job. And then Rick had already been doing YouTube for like about a year and a half. And his coaching diary was the fullest.
Yeah.
So I thought, that's obviously what's working. I'll give that a go.
I'll hop on some YouTube. And so for you, was it also about merely creating an opportunity for more in-person lessons?
That was the only reason.
It's so interesting.
Like, there's no... The only way I can describe it now, like all the content that I'm doing now, which obviously I'm really happy with, and, the videos I'm making now are a million miles away from what I was doing then. But none of this for me is like a plan. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. Like it's just there's an opportunity coming up. Like we got invited over here to obviously cover the event. A few years ago, I wouldn't know the first thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's like covering it. Oh crap! Well, let's make this video. Let's try and do things in this way, and that might lead to going to cover another event. And in 10 years' time, my media team might be covering golf events all around the world, or I might be doing something completely different.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend that I know what I'm doing. 'Cause it's one of the difficult questions. I get asked it all the time. Like, I'm thinking about starting a YouTube channel. What should I do? I want to do this. What's the plan I should make? I don't know what to tell them because none of this is planned.
Yeah.
At all.
That's I think one of the things that makes it so great, right?
Yeah.
There could not have been a plan because the world changes so quickly under our feet. We must adapt.
Yeah.
You and I had a different set of skills that both lend themselves to a platform that didn't exist.
Yeah, 100%.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, and the platform, I didn't know anything about YouTube before I started it. I honestly don't think I'd ever been on it before I uploaded my first video.
And you're talking about first video. Your first video was when?
It's almost 7 years ago now.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
That's 2014 or 2013.
Yeah, about 2014. Yeah, I don't see it that long ago, but it's still on there. I kept it on there. I'm not taking it down. If anybody wants to check it out, oh my god.
What is it? What's the first video?
It's me getting up at like 5 a.m. so I could go to an empty driving range where nobody could hear me, where nobody could hear me scream, where nobody could see me, no one could judge me. I could set up the iPad that I was recording on at the time, and make a horrendous coaching video.
So it includes you waking up?
No. I just wanted to get to the range so no one was there. I didn't want anybody to know what I was doing. I didn't want anybody to see me. I was so embarrassed.
So, but it's just a video of you like offering. Is it fix your slice?
Yeah, pitching video, little pitching video.
Pitching.
Yeah.
60-yard shots.
Yeah. Oh, like more 30 yards. I don't want to push the boat out too soon.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it under control.
You got to let the content like grow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Start it small. Then we did a 50-yard, then 100 yards.
First video, tap in putts.
Yeah, basically.
Gimmies.
How to tap it in and lean down to pick it up.
I'm going to show you how to gimme.
Perfect.
That's valuable. You pick it up with the back of the putter whenever someone says that's good.
There we go. Inside a putter length. Take it away.
Yeah. Don't putt this.
Yeah.
It refuse.
Yeah, refuse.
This putt is refusable.
I am insulted that you've not given me that, so I'm just going to pick it up.
We may no longer be friends. Based on your behavior, our friendship is under review. It's crazy that so much of the content in the world is just made by people like you and me who more or less are just learning on the go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a little bit scary.
A little bit,
but also exhilarating.
It's brilliant. But it takes a little bit more control away from, what you'd call the big media organisations. And it puts it back in the hands of people who enjoy what they're doing for a start. And they're doing it in their own unique way. There's no one really telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Which is great, brilliant. Like being your own boss and making your own videos. Like how good's that? And there's so much difference out there as well. Like I know it's not kind of yours alone, but like the Avengers in Golf stuff that was uploaded. That's just completely different than anything else that was out there. Like the production in that and the storytelling and everything that went on. There's nothing else like that. It's brilliant. You can watch that, and then you can switch over and watch me piss about in a Pro-Am in Dubai. Like it's great. It's so good, and there's so much difference out there, and that's what's great. And you wouldn't want it to be all the same. Yeah, it'd be boring.
When did you do your first course vlog? And by course vlog, for those listening who may not know, this is a type of video that is merely you showing every shot from a round of golf.
Yep.
Talking a little bit about the course, and that's it.
Yeah, that was a game changer for me because we did it. It was me and Rick went to play at Mere in Manchester, and I'd not done a course vlog before. I'd just done coaching videos. Did the course vlog.
Oh, this was the first thing that kind of happened.
This was after doing coaching videos for a while.
For how long?
6 months, say. I can't remember.
Oh, interesting. But you're very early on the course vlogs.
Yeah.
You're maybe even a pioneer of course vlogs.
Well, I wouldn't.
No, I'm serious.
I wouldn't put myself in that category.
You must have been. I didn't even realize this.
Yeah, it was quite early on, and it was a game changer for me because we went to play golf, recorded our round, and people liked watching that video more than the instructional videos. And to me, that was baffling. Like, why? Why do you want to watch me slap it round a wet course in Manchester? That doesn't make any sense at all. But it's more that people feel they can connect with you when you do something like that, and that's completely different because that's more entertainment than anything else. I always thought YouTube was a coaching video. Someone gets value by learning something, when actually a lot of people just want to go online and just watch stuff and just disappear in their own heads for a while. Watch nice courses and beautiful golf swings.
It's so interesting. That's I didn't realize that it was a watershed kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
it still baffles me now, by the way.
So when you say that they watched it more, like what's the view numbers? Like you got these coaching videos that are getting.
If we do a good one that takes off, like to begin with, first week you'll get 80 to 100,000 views.
Back then you were getting 80 to 100,000.
Oh no, sorry, now. Back then I don't know, like a few thousand at the most.
Yeah.
Like, and then the course vlog was like 10,000.
And like, so this is back when like there was no other way to promote on YouTube, or were you promoting via Instagram and Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, it's pretty much just YouTube.
Just YouTube.
Yeah,
like,
just YouTube.
You were just like, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
What's up?
But I remember in the comments, I remember the comments, and like some of the comments were like, they were almost saying in the comments, why am I watching this? Like, what is it?
They were confused.
Yeah, like, why is this being recommended and what is it? Like, why am I here? And I'm like commenting back saying, I don't know.
It's like a Ouija board, bro.
Yeah, but like, thanks for watching.
Wait, dude, that's what I'm saying. You're a pioneer. This is like early course vlog. There was no such thing that you could maybe say Shell's Wonderful World of Golf, but no, because that's different. This is almost like first person POV.
I'm just trying to think of, because I think Mark Crossfield, I think he was doing course vlogs really early on, and I don't know if was there anybody else. I'm not sure. So I suppose.
Keffer, can you pull up Mark Crossfield on YouTube and just go in the order of his videos and find the first course vlog? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because there has to be someone who did it first.
Yeah.
Someone who was like, I'm going to bring my fucking camera to the golf course today. Watch out, world. I'm going to change some shit. Seriously.
Yeah, it's changed a lot, though, because it was so confusing back then. So
why
weird.
would you film every shot?
Yeah.
It's like filming someone eating food. Boom.
Yeah, there you go.
Filming someone cooking, maybe.
Oh, hello. There we go. Now we're talking. My favorite type of show.
Heating up. So you make a course vlog at Mir. Mm-hmm. And then what? And this gets 10,000 views, which is 10x what you other get.
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, well, we'll make some more and see what happens.
And then what?
And then it reached a point where we were noticing if we did, let's say it's a video which is like a 9-hole special. So all the 9 holes in one go. Longer video, maybe like an hour. Like all of a sudden, that was getting a lot of views. It's like this, again, because this is the thing again with YouTube. It's always changing. People's tastes are always changing as well.
Yeah.
And now it's a case of saying, we'll do a course vlog or a challenge, try and condense it down into one video. So 15 to 20 minutes. Because people have kind of less time. They're doing lots of other things. But golf's an interesting sport as well, because like if you sit down and you're a keen golfer and you sit down to watch golf, you can be sat down for 5-6 hours watching golf.
Yeah.
So actually, when you think about it, people sitting down for 20 minutes to watch a course vlog, it's actually not that big of an investment.
Pretty compressed,
in time. Yeah.
You know what I think about a lot? And this may sound kind of weird. Most things.
Nothing will surprise me right now.
Yeah, it won't. It won't really.
Shock me.
I think about this a lot. There was a time before memes.
There was. I agree. Mate,
I mean, but that's profound.
Me and you were like one of the last generation to grow up without a phone. Think about that.
Whoa. Keffer, how old were you when you had a phone? First phone?
13.
That's pretty young. Yeah.
Is that young? I feel like even
Actually, I think that's old. How old were you when you got a phone, Simon?
14.
It was like a few years
did
ago.
you grow up with an iPad in the house or some shit?
We had like a cell phone. Me and my brother shared like a home phone.
To like play games.
Just like take in case of an emergency.
Yeah. Like that thing.
How old were you when you got a phone?
Oh God, I don't know. I must have been 16, 17, something like that.
Yeah, I think I was like almost 20.
Yeah.
I was like 19 or something.
Could afford one. Though.
So that grow up is sort of those definitive adolescent years, 13 to it is like 13 to 18.
Yeah, still the age of actually having to memorize your friends' home phone numbers.
Yeah.
So you give them a call and then arrange to meet up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about.
Arrange to meet up.
I was thinking about chicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wasn't that popular with the chicks. So it was just my mates that I was meeting up with. Yeah. No, that was terrible.
I was thinking about like, because like dating is such a mandatory part of coming of age.
Yeah.
And so if that's happening with a text message, it's so different, or in Instagram.
Yeah, well, it's happening with the swipe now.
It's less about the phone and more about social media, maybe.
Yeah, it's the way
the phone is obviously.
Yeah, it's the way that kind of people interact.
It's so fast. When did you get your Instagram account, Simon?
I just looked. It was
Simon's 20, by the way.
July.
So young.
Yeah.
Of
It wasn't 2010.
2014.
2014.
15?
So you were 14. So it was right when you got your phone. It was 15.
Yeah.
Did you even use it in the beginning?
Because I had an iPod Touch before I had an iPhone.
Ah, iPod Touch before iPhone. Wild stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. But so the time before memes, pre-memes.
Yeah. But if you think about how much like golf has changed in the last just 5 years. Like if you think about watching a golf highlight now, like are you gonna go on your TV and watch that? No.
Well, what's so funny is GMAC said, because he was talking about shot traces, and I was like, so you watch golf? And he's like, most of my golf news I get from social media.
100%.
And I was like, I guess I'm the same. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not watching Golf Channel.
No.
Like, who watches Golf Channel? People
everyone
that work at Golf Channel.
Everyone's the same now. Like everyone just goes straight into the phone. Like that's where you're gonna go. First step if you want to see anything.
It's so interesting, just though that like that whole like world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like as the plane was landing, the runway was being built.
Well, as the plane was landing, the plane was being built.
Whoa, that hurt.
And
That's awesome.
the scary thing is as well, like this is all that was happening while social media was developing. Like if you think about where it is now, like what's it going to be like in 10 years?
Oh my god.
That point where you can slip on your VR goggles and like stand on the side of the 18th green at Augusta while the winner's hole is put.
Yeah.
Like that sound 5 years ago, that would have sounded mental. Now that sounds okay. That's going to be a few years' time.
Yeah, it's just more like when.
Yeah.
It's just like when.
Exactly. And if that seems normal, what's going to be incredible in 10 years' time? Yeah, as long as we don't blow ourselves up and stuff.
Yeah, barring that.
Yeah, yeah.
We got it. I can't talk about what's after VR.
Okay.
Because you're talking about VR. I'm just shocked that memes didn't exist at one point. That's how I'm satiated with some of the most simple concepts. I am a simpleton.
Right.
It's probably why golf is just sort of like it's too much for me. I find that
Golf's too much for a lot of people, though. Oh, we've all seen the videos. It's too much for a lot of people. A lot of people can't cope.
yeah, that is so funny.
Rightly so. It's very infuriating.
What that's too good. What you got a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Like outside Shawshank Redemption, because that's like such a I don't know, such a cliche to say. I think
It's not a cliche. It's a banger, dude.
I know. But
Shawshank?
yeah, it's incredible. We got that. Oh god, Man on
Dude,
Fire. I love that's a class film.
Let's just break down Shawshank. Shawshank was on the podcast.
Oh really?
Yeah, I interviewed him.
No.
No. The movie. I discussed it because in the beginning of the pandemic, I don't know what came over me, but I watched Shawshank, and it's the perfect COVID movie. It's basically about COVID. Wild. The guy gets like jailed,
Yeah.
and he didn't do anything wrong. That's like us, my guy.
Yeah, like without the murdered wife and stuff.
No, but he didn't murder her.
He was banging a golf pro, by the way. Segue.
Yeah, that's funny. No, but he didn't do anything wrong.
No,
And
it's
so
true.
and so neither did we.
But I want to just throw this out there, by the way. Never actually find out
Who did it?
that he definitely didn't do it. Just want to throw that out there. Young Tommy might have been lying just to try and impress him. Andy Dufresne was actually the murderer. Think about that.
You believe it?
No, of course not.
No.
He was a good man. How dare you suggest such a thing?
Wait, I thought he had an alibi. I thought he had an alibi.
No. Never found the gun. The alibi was Tommy, who had a cellmate who said he committed a crime similar. And then Norton had him killed.
But don't you see someone else murder her?
No.
All right, look, this is not the point. The point is you're turning a great film into now a conspiracy theory. Now I want to see a documentary on who actually killed the girl in a fake movie.
This is where it begins.
But so dude, he gets locked down.
Yeah.
And he goes to solitary confinement.
Indeed.
And then he thrives.
Yeah.
He makes the best of the situation. And then he escapes, which is what we're going to do tomorrow when we leave the bubble.
Okay. Unfortunately, I've got to stay in. So I'm technically Morgan Freeman in this because I've got to stay in the bubble.
Yeah, you're Morgan Freeman, and I'm going to swim through miles of shit tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool.
To be a free man.
Yeah, because I'm actually going to just wait to be released. I don't need to swim through the poo.
Yeah, you're just going to get released, and then I'll see you on the beach.
Yeah, or you can leave a little tin under a tree somewhere for me.
Yeah, I got to put some, I think I put how much in there? 1,500?
Oh, yeah, a bit more if you can, though. That'd be nice. It'll got to allow for inflation.
Oh, you're going to be in the file, huh?
Yeah. You got to fire it in. If you leave a briefcase instead, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Under a black rock.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Morgan Freeman found it. If you really think about it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's the best bit of the movie. That when he's going out there, that tree, the wall,
And there's the letter.
oh, obsidian rock digs it up. Oh God.
Try not to cry. I challenge you.
Jeez, what a film! What a film!
I challenge thee.
I've cried too many tears over it. I'm drying. Yeah.
You're redeemed.
I'm cried out.
You know,
I'm an empty reservoir.
that's good. I believe that also we have a finite number of tears. So get them out now.
It's interesting. I've not cried in ages.
You got a tear tank.
Maybe I'm empty. Maybe I just don't feel anymore. Wow. Yeah. I've done.
Gonna take another break, I guess.
Actually, turn up on. Let's watch you up. That'll make me cry. Jesus. Whew.
What? Oh, Up. Yeah, the animated film. Yeah. We talked about that at dinner the other night.
Yeah. Like, if someone doesn't cry to that, like, they are actually a sociopath.
Psycho.
Yeah,
Socio.
Completely gone.
Socio.
Completely gone. If you get them on a brain scan while that's played and they don't cry, nothing going on there.
Maybe I'll put an ad out. Hey, if you didn't cry to Up, I'd like to play golf with you. And I'll see what they do.
Think you're a sociopath? Come play golf with me.
Yeah. What's the what stands out as like I don't know. I got nothing. You got any questions for me? This is me stuttering.
No, not really.
Sputtering is a better way.
Really, I think for me, it's like how you. I have no idea how you get like all this organised and all the random golf club organised.
Oh.
And like just you seem to be just doing everything like all at the same time without sleeping, and it worries me.
Do you see my eyes?
Scares me.
They're bright red.
Well, in all fairness, I mean I can't fully see them. They're a bit puffed up, but
Yeah.
you still
Are they puffy?
Yeah, I mean you're still awake, or are you awake? Can you do this now when you sleep?
Okay, do you see my shirt? It's a skeleton.
Oh,
I'm Android.
oh, awesome.
I'm running on OS.
I mean, most people kind of go Apple now, but
I actually have both. You flick a switch.
oh, cool, awesome.
How many hole-in-ones do you have?
Oh, why? I thought you said you did. I thought you said you didn't want to make me cry. I've got zero.
You don't have one?
I have big fat zero.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I'll ask myself this many times. Did I tell you, GMAC, Danny Willett almost had a hole-in-one today.
Whoa.
Have I not told you this?
No way. I didn't hear this.
So we're on the hole-in-one hole, the 7th.
Yeah.
And I'm getting all, because this is the hole-in-one prize this week, this watch.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some filming with it saying, got a hole-in-one prize.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Danny, I don't get a hole-in-one because I want to keep it. Ha, 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 ha. Got the camera trained on him. It's this shot. It's like I'm like, Jacob's got a camera on me. I'm like, that's actually looking really good, that. Slam dunks it.
What?
Dunks it in the hole. It's got the COVID foam ring. Hits that comes out the hole, ball flies out the hole, flies about 30 yards left and almost goes in the water.
What?
Literally slam dunks it.
They take out the COVID cup for
the
tournament.
for the
It'd be
event.
illegal.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, couldn't
wait, the
believe it.
styrofoam popped out as well?
Yeah. Like almost like the whole hole came out.
So the 7th hole is like a 9-iron? Or for him, it's like an 8-iron?
157 from that tee. I think that time of day would have been 8.
Yeah. And so that's nasty.
Honestly, couldn't believe it. Could not believe
Slam
it.
dunks it? That's the hardest way to get a hole-in-one.
I know. Honestly, it was unbelievable.
Nothing but cup.
Yeah. And anyway.
Is that a saying? Nothing but cup?
Nothing but cup? Yeah, I think that's a saying.
I've never heard that.
Nothing but net.
Nothing but net.
That's the saying, is it?
I
Nothing
went
but net.
basketball, and then I moonwalked into golf.
That's fine. Slide in there. No one ever noticed.
I slid into golf's DMs.
Yeah. And like, if you want to say anything, no one would have noticed.
Nothing
would have
but
been
cup.
a sly slide.
I'm gonna look into nothing. Giver, can you see if there's a nothing but cup hashtag?
But yeah, I've got 0 hole-in-ones.
If you have the first hashtag, you own it.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's true. If there is no nothing but cup hashtag,
How do you know spell nothing? Like with a G?
that's
or
a good
no?
question. I would say no G.
Okay.
Nothing.
Not nothing. Not nothing.
Nothing but cup.
It's nothing but cup. Has anyone
100 plus posts.
Oh, that's a shame.
You know what?
Unless someone must have been listening in and like quickly claimed it.
It's,
Try nothing but cup.
It's a beer pong hashtag.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, what a waste.
beer pong. Have you done beer pong?
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it?
Why do you do it?
Why did I do it? It was New Year's. It was incredible, actually. First time I did it was a New Year's, and it was me, my friend Chris, and his brother Joe. And Chris chose that day to stop drinking. So it was basically me, Chris, and Joe against these 3 girls at New Year's party. And Chris is like, he's not a natural athlete, let's put it this way. And Joe wasn't much use either. I mean, I was nothing but cup all night. But basically, it was just the drinking was split between me and Joe. And Joe got battered,
Yeah.
like off his head battered.
Wait, battered is means drunk?
Drunk.
But
yes.
it comes from a fish being fried. So he was fried.
Yes, fried. He was inebriated. He was a fried haddock right there. I love this. He was codded.
Was he wrapped in a newspaper at the end of the night?
In all fairness, though, like when you're drunk, like you can literally say any word and it makes sense.
True. It's true. I like that.
He was
Yeah.
ferreted.
Yeah, bottled. Yeah, lamped.
He was lamped.
Yeah.
Lamped.
Yeah, just screened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mike's not working.
Mike's. It was my.
Yeah, Mike isn't good.
Okay, we found it.
Sunglassed? No.
Some-
Okay, we're gonna move on.
Yeah. Anyway, it was absolutely blasted off his
Painted?
face. Painted.
Couched.
Well, yeah. He was couched. So he was couched up, and that sounds something different. Yeah, he was gone anyway, and he was quite ill. He was throwing up, and we had to basically put him in the downstairs toilet.
I thought you were gonna say trunk of the car.
That was after. And we basically just put him in the downstairs bathroom, like, listen, mate, just sort yourself out, and like, yeah, you'll be all right. Here's some water. And anyway, he comes up to midnight. We're all in the living room. We're like, 5, 4, and he like stumbles and he's like, what time is it?
Right at that moment.
Right at that moment. And that was the last time I played beer pong.
Oh my god. New Year's is a fucked up holiday, man.
It's
I hate it. I'm angry at it.
yeah, it's one of those things that you're expected to do something.
Yeah.
And whatever you do is generally not great.
Yeah.
But I always think that actually if you plan it with enough time and you make something really cool around it, it could be good.
Yeah, but you got to really plan it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's so close to Christmas. You just want to sit down. You don't really do anything.
What about Halloween? You fuck with Halloween?
Nah, you got kids coming to your door, aren't you?
I don't know. Not for me.
Not trick-or-treating.
My house doesn't look very inviting.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We turn the lights off. Like, we're not home.
Yeah. You say you'll really be scared.
Yeah. just like you stick a sign to the front door. We have a court order. Stay away, children.
Yeah, you. There's things in here that are not like funny, scary.
Yeah. No glowing skulls in here.
Yeah. So, but Halloween, do you get dressed up?
Kinky. No, not really. No, not really.
The images.
I
I need to open. Yeah.
remember enjoying it as a kid, but
No,
yeah,
not at all.
no, not really. I'm not really a big fancy dresser.
You know, I fucked with Halloween a couple times
Did it fuck back?
as an adult, and the one time that it was like just so rad. My ex-girlfriend was a stylist, did outfits,
Right.
You know, for photo shoots and videos and movies, or whatever. And for some project, she had made a robot costume out of a cardboard box, and it had like a box on the head too, and it had a flap so it could close it, but I had enough so that I could see. And I wore this costume to a party, and honestly, it was like I was in a dream because I was wearing this box, and I could see everybody was like, "I love that costume," but they didn't know who I was. I had no accountability. I could do whatever I wanted, and it was like I was free for the first time in my life.
Now,
It was like, because I don't drink. It was like I was drunk for the first time in a very long time.
how terrifying does that sound if you just supplanted that was you and that was actually the first android?
That's what. What?
If that was the first robot, it's like everyone's like, "Oh, that's cool." It's like, but you don't know who I am.
Right. Wait.
I'm a real boy. And then you felt free, and then you think, "This is the first time in my life I felt free." Then you take over the world. There you go. You've just like literally.
So you're saying that I can't compute right now. I'm like interview over. I'm like, he is dangerous.
Exactly. I've basically just corrupted your programming.
So what you're saying is that you're hypothesizing that I am an android and that's when it happened?
No, I'm just hypothesizing that's probably when artificial intelligence will click over. When someone looks at a computer, a robot says, "Oh, you're cool," and then the computer thinks, "But you don't know who I am," and then goes, "Oh, I just thought they don't know who I am."
I could be anyone.
Yeah, and then gets the news codes. And,
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a very entertaining person.
That's very nice of you to
No,
say.
you are. You're very entertaining.
Thanks. Thank you. That's
You know
really,
what?
It's really nice of you to say.
It'd be really funny if it's weird when I say it like that, but I mean it.
No, it's nice. I like this is why I like conversing with Americans, because you're very forthright
We're
with
straight
what
up.
you say. Yeah.
Why others aren't?
No.
Who is not?
Well,
Name them.
give me a list. You can tick them off. You can go speak to them all.
Yeah, I got 100. There's 190 countries or something. 92.
192 is there? God, I've been to so few.
How many?
Oh, crikey. I don't know. Probably only 20 maximum.
20's a lot, man.
Is
20,
it though?
20's big numbers.
Well, I mean, I'm comparing myself to you though.
Look,
Like
most of them are hard to get to.
But okay.
No, most of them are. Shit, man. I'm in too deep. Here's the thing. What I was going to say is, like any artist in the world,
Okay.
God created some solid hits,
Okay.
like Italy
yeah.
and Switzerland. You've been to those places.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I know you've been.
Yeah. I've been to those. Both of those.
Yeah.
2 out of 2.
Germany,
Oh, 3 out of 3.
France,
Ooh.
Spain, Portugal.
Man, you're on fire.
Yeah, you've been to all those, right?
Yeah.
I love this game. You've been to Scotland, obviously.
It's true.
All right, I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to do all this.
Okay. Is it 1 an hour, by the way?
You've been to America. What?
So as soon as you get one wrong, it stops.
It's out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's...
It's a vicious rules of these games.
Okay. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
You have been to... Oh, man. Where else have you been? You've been... I'm just going to have to... Australia?
Oh, you do so well. No.
Yeah.
It's too far away.
It's weird because for an Australian, you'd think you would have been there.
Yeah, it's crazy, that,
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's nuts. Your accent does sound a little English, though. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes.
That would have been a joke at that time.
Oh, okay.
Now
I
I'm just
can
explaining the
go
joke.
more English, if you would prefer.
Really?
Oh,
Little
yes.
posh?
Oh, yes.
Do English people get to choose their accent?
Oh, no. You see, former me, the one who was speaking a moment ago on the streets that I was raised,
Yeah.
you would get battered if you spoke in this way.
Well, you would. You would get in. People would what?
Oh, in the terms of Shawshank, shank you.
They would.
Yes.
You would, because it's just basically they would be scared of you.
No, not scared. Scared. Hate you.
Really?
Oh, yes. You see, people who speak like this are cut from a different cloth.
That's called highborn.
Indeed, yes. You have a bath, not a bath.
A ball.
A bath.
Hugh Grant's kind of highborn, isn't he?
So any posh accent generally throws in an extra letter when it's not needed. So bath. There's no R in bath.
Bath.
But it's bath. And then posh people, they go, e, a.
They can afford the extra letters.
Yeah, or just completely ignore them. So
Yeah.
if you see a really posh William, it's William. William.
And you just shorten it.
Yeah.
Because you don't have enough time. Your time is
Indeed,
money.
yes. It's William.
Yeah.
Bring me tea. And just like shaking there, yeah.
Everyone's busting. I think your Texas accent might be the most superior, though. Texas Pete.
Oh, okay. Let me go. Let me get on a plane right now. Yeah, I'm there.
So when you learned to play golf in Texas, what was the main takeaway?
Well, First of all, I had to get off the ranch. My Aunt Sally, she was a real hardball.
Yeah.
She was like, "You ain't branded those cows, little Jimmy." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to brand those cows.
Yeah.
I want to take my 2-iron out to the prairie and little stingers, and fucking tornado came in and blew the whole damn thing away. The dog, the pickup truck, bloody everything."
I now I'm reminded of the first time we met. This happened that time too.
Well, I remember I was filming with Pierce and Andy, me and my golf. You know those lads?
I know those lads.
We were out in Connecticut. That's a word I never said with this accent before, by the way. I was out in Connecticut, and we all started speaking like this for about 2 weeks, non-stop.
Could they do it? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we got home, and because we've been speaking like this for 2 weeks, I started slipping into this accent in general conversation. So I was like giving a lesson. I was like, "John, why are you slicing it?" And John would turn around and go, what the hell's that accent, man? And then I'll be like, "Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I'm back in the room." And then I don't get out much.
Oh my God, that's jarring, man. Would you? When they would be when you would slip into the accent, like what would they like? Were they scared or just confused?
So confused, man. I ain't seen anything like it. Because remember, the British people, they outwardly they don't react, but inwardly,
Yeah,
some shit going on there.
they're uncomfortable.
Just staring like,
Yeah.
I got to get out of this lesson.
Well, never gonna get good at golf with this
Locked
guy.
in here with a madman. But boy, what a good coach.
Yeah. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think, on some level, you could use that accent to maybe even like you could create more content?
Yeah.
You could create another host.
I think I could literally like start like maybe 3 new channels. Well,
Yeah.
no, 2. Like there's 2 accents I could do.
Yeah.
I don't want to push it. Like,
I mean, but yeah. I mean, I think that could be good. You could be like Texas Pete. You could maybe play against yourself.
yeah. Get a hat. Just get a hat and play against myself.
Holy shit!
Oh.
That would be the most manic, difficult to produce course vlog.
Just imagine ringing up a course. So I want to shoot a course vlog. All right, what do you want to do? Well, I want to do a match. All right, you're bringing someone else along, kind of. I'm bringing along my alter ego, who's from somewhere in the south of America.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
Is he a pro too? Don't know yet.
He could be. He plays a lot. We're very similarly matched.
Yep, very similar swings.
Does he? Yeah. Would you play the same clubs?
It'd be a bit of hard work carrying 2. But just imagine though, like if you're like in front of the clubhouse and you're on the first tee and you're trying to do that intro. I'm down here at Penwitham Golf Club and with Texas Pete. Well, how are you doing?
Yeah. You could split the screen and easily do it. And then what'd be kind of interesting is the titles would be good. Me versus me at the old course.
Oh my god!
I feel like it's kind of clickbait, but it works.
Oh yeah,
I would watch.
I
would watch big time.
My greatest
Fuck VR, dude. This is the next shit.
This is the one.
It's us versus us.
This is
good.
Greatest fear would be actually take off, and then I'd have to do more of them.
We need to keep this podcast on the down low before the European tour takes this idea. Think about it. How great would it be to have not just one Tiger,
schizophrenic golf series?
Yeah, because think about it. Well, there's a version of gambling in golf that's Validate or whatever, or like Worst Ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Well, there's this game that I didn't play once.
Okay.
called Rick Wins, where you play with this guy Rick.
Okay.
And he bets that he can win. That's the title of the game. And if you hit a shot, any shot, he can ask you to redo it. So if you had a hole in one, he could be like, do it again. And then you have to do it again. And the chances of you hitting it as good or better are low.
You can only ask once, though.
He can ask as many times as he wants. That's why it's called Rick Wins.
Wow.
So potentially, he's going to win. I think he's never lost.
I mean, sounds like a pretty...
I would like to play this game against myself.
Okay.
Think about that. Because then you could just keep asking yourself that you could potentially hit 4 times as many shots. You could be like, you go again. Now you go again.
Again, it comes around to that point where you need to let a group through. And they're walking past you.
Right.
And you're just gesticulating into thin air. You go again.
Yeah.
No, you go again.
You remember Matthew Galloway? Remember him? The caddy?
Oh,
the
yeah.
The ginger who came out, who was with us.
Oh, it was Michelle Weiscaddy, wasn't he?
Michelle Weiscaddy, yeah.
I guess he's picked someone else's bag up now.
Yeah, he's pushing her stroller around.
Oh, I
No,
see.
definitely not. No, he works at Stream Song a lot, and
Okay.
he's on some other bags.
Okay, cool.
Got married.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Yeah. I'll let him know because I'll send him this pod. Shout out Galloway. He's a rad guy. And he has this funny story that I always think about. I think about it a lot. It's a vignette. It's not even a story.
Okay.
Just some background. He's really good with par threes. And
Oh, yeah, I've seen.
yeah,
I've
you
witnessed
saw him
that.
scare the
I've
hole.
witnessed that firsthand, yeah.
He played 3 holes at Trump Aberdeen. He was 4 under.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
Eagle, birdie, eagle.
Made me sick.
Birdie, eagle, birdie. By the way, real quick, would you rather go birdie, bogey, or par? It's a good question.
If I'm making a video, birdie bogey. If I'm playing in a comp, par.
Thank you I like that.
It's no worries. Anytime.
It'd be interesting if you said neither.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
Birdie.
So he's really good with par threes. He's the par 3 led the Canadian Tour in par 3 scoring average.
I can believe that.
Just scaring the hole. And so he's had a bunch of hole in ones, like 5 or something, 6.
It just makes you sick, doesn't it?
And for a non-pro. And I said, what was your most interesting hole in one? And he said, well, one of them I was playing alone, and I came up to a par 3, and there was a group on the tee, and they said, do you want to play through? So I did, and I made a hole in one.
Amazing.
And then I just walked off. And he's like, it was a little weird, actually. Imagine if you had so many hole in ones that one of them was weird. You're like, yeah, that one was kind of weird.
If you can
That one had weird vibes.
if you can start to split them into categories, then you know you're being greedy.
Yeah.
Just share them out.
Yeah. My favorite is playing with pros. That I'm like, how many hole in ones do you have? And they're like,
Yeah, I
13.
don't know.
No, 18.
It's ones that start splitting it. Like, oh, as a pro, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, totally.
yeah, that annoys me.
You said you don't trust Poulter because he's got a house for his cars. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
It's kind of the same.
yeah.
What does the house look like?
It's you been to Nona before?
Yeah.
It's kind of like just a big 3-story Nona style house.
For his cars?
Yeah,
But, the car goes upstairs?
But he got told basically he wanted to build a garage for his cars, and the Nona board, I don't know who
They said
decides,
no.
basically turned around and said no because you can't have a car park next to your house. It just look terrible.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, what if I build a house to house my cars?
Is this public knowledge?
It is now. And we played and we walked past it at like dusk, and basically the
What
window.
hole's it on?
18 on the side of 18, and it was
On the right or the left?
on the right.
Oh,
The lake's on the left.
the left on the
I was
left.
going to say.
I was wondering. That was a trick
Very,
question.
very poor design. Very poor design for a
Yeah,
car, is that?
I played 18 in the dark. So there you go.
And it's like halfway up on the right. And
Yeah, no.
it had all these windows open, and it's just like a hollowed out house
Yeah.
with Ferraris in it.
Hollowed out house.
Like if you've got the cash and
Sounds
you
like a
love
poem.
cars, amazing. The hollowed out house.
Yeah. Filled with Ferraris.
I walked in the darkness of Nona, saw Ferraris aplenty on my right. Thought, fuck me, that's a lot of money and shite.
You're not a big Ferrari guy, huh?
I don't. I like cars,
Yeah.
but I just want something that's quite big to fit my clubs in.
Yeah.
Like that. That's my overriding goal.
Yeah. You want to just get your junk in the trunk?
Yeah, precisely.
All
I'm
right.
all about the junk in the trunk.
That's quality.
Sorry, I keep
Have you ever-
swearing. I swear a lot on this
Yeah,
podcast.
we were pushing it.
Yeah.
It's just fuck it. Do you want to shout out any of your sponsors?
Turn this camera on. You got random golf club socks, by the way. You've gone all out here.
Thanks for noticing.
Well,
He's got them too.
what is going on here? Where did you get all these from? You know what? The more I look around, the more freaky this becomes. You got like a water bottle over there. It's like you got a cap over there.
Yeah.
You had them shoes on today.
All right, gotta go. I like the socks. I just wanted to, I thought, geez, if I'm wearing other people's socks, why wouldn't I just wear my own?
Whoa.
I just thought, yeah, I mean, like, I would like a pair of socks.
I mean, when you buy a pair of socks, that kind of they become your socks. Like they're not owned. Like you're not leasing them. Like you have that pair of socks.
I have to call someone else right now.
The sock king.
My feet. No, I think. Are you asking me why we made socks?
You what? Sorry.
Do I need a reason?
Why you wear socks?
Why we made socks?
Oh, well, you made socks.
Yeah.
They don't do a reason. Don't do a reason for anything.
Yeah.
Don't mind my opinion. You make whatever you want.
Would you like some? I have some that are unworn.
I was going to say not those ones. I like you, Erik.
I have
Just
some
not
new
that
ones.
much.
I have freshies.
Ooh, hello. I love fresh socks.
Yeah, honestly, one of my dreams
Hit me.
is to get to the level where I can throw a pair of socks away at the end of the day. Every day. For the rest of my life. Not the most sustainable, but it's not sustainable, but what I'm trying to say is I like brand new socks. I don't like socks that are worn
Yeah.
in a big way.
Big
way.
I hear what you're saying.
You know what I also don't like?
Go on.
Sorting through socks. And you know what I also don't like is the feeling of not having the matching sock. So instead of not having a matching sock, get rid of both of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know where I can see this going? Like when you actually get this much money and you are that wasteful,
Yeah.
you just got to have a massive pile of socks and
Yeah.
a big ferret.
And a
Sat
ferret.
on top.
Holy full circle, Batman. Marley, the queen of the socks. The sock queen. Ferreting through the socks.
Ferreting through the socks.
And you know what we could do is we could make a sock with our new mascot, Marley.
Marley. Wow.
Wearing 4 socks on her 4 feet.
Didn't know where you were going with that. Yeah, ferrets have 4 feet, I suppose. Well, technically they're paws, aren't they?
Are
Claws.
you rate this pod on a scale of 1 to 10 and let's get out of here.
Oh, this is 10 out of 10. This is the best pod I've ever been on.
Good.
100%.
It's good? It's been good?
It's good.
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 All right. Check out Peter Finch on the unyet formed social media channel.
Honestly, don't bother. I've not been on there for weeks. People have left me now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm just now on this podcast. This is basically what I do.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
The amount of messages I'm going to get. God, where have you been? Have you been all right?
Yeah. You're
Going to be a haggard guy. Just like, Erik kidnapped me.
yeah.
I don't know how long I've
Am I
been
going to
there
get in
for.
trouble for this? I might.
Fed me 2 Etc pills and I was off.
Yeah. I'm beginning to wonder where I bought those pills. It was in Mexico, I think.
That was it.
Anyway. All right. Well,
Okay. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate
I'll
that.
see you soon.
Okay, see you later.